No. All right, we're going to go ahead and get started if you don't mind, please. We're here today at the Public Works Building, July 25th, and we're here to discuss special meeting for the interim city administrator. If you could first call a roll there, Tammy, please.
Okay, Mayor Wolf.
Here.
Mr. Smith.
Here.
Ms. Hamilton.
Here.
Mr. Linderman.
Here.
Mr. Adams is absent today.
Well, I can tell you that at City Hall has been busy for the last couple of days. Trying to get some work done, trying to get things moving as quick as we can. I've had some conversations with Mel Smigolski, and going forward, he'll be known as Mel to me. Mel, but and Mel has agreed to come, I guess, come back and help Mexico Beach as a intern city manager or city administrator. Some of the things that Mel and I talked about is I wanted to change his contract. Excuse me, my throat. I wanted to change his contract a little bit, and so I wanted to change it to an independent contract, a subcontract, what you want to call it. And there's a lot of reasons for that: retirement, benefits, vacation. It's better for the city. So I got agreement for that from Mel. Termination out of cause. I wanted to give him 5 days notice from the city, which is pretty quick, but that's goes on in business, and 5 days is a good timing. But we made his be 10 days, and he was good with that. Last time he was here, we paid him $2,500 a week. He's agreed to $2,000 a week. I agreed to cover travel from the city if he needs to travel, but that'd be okay. That travel needs to be approved by the council prior to going or doing anything. So that's pretty much how that went. That conversation went. I gave all the council members an actual contract that we wrote, which is different than before. The only other thing in conversation that I need to let you know that you'll see here today, and nothing is solid. This is why we're here. We're here to have a conversation. I want the council's input. In my conversation with Mel, he was very confident about doing the job, doing the budget, getting us up to speed. He noted that Mr. Adrian Willie had helped Chris a few times at a no-cost basis. And in conversation, I said, well, if that happens, that's how I got him from $2,500 to $2,000, because we'd have to pick up an hourly rate for Mr. Welly. So I negotiated a $50 an hour rate as needed and as requested from the city administrator, and to be monitored by the council. So our goal is to do the best job we can do. In talking with Mel, Mr. Welly was an asset that he needs. I have no problem with that personally, and I'd like to move forward with that. With that, that's all the information that I have. So let's go ahead and open it up to citizens first, and then we'll come back to the table. Anybody have any comments or anything? If not, yes, sir.
My name is Mark. Do I need to come up here?
Yes, sir, please.
Mark Rice. I have had the experience with Mel, and I think you're headed in the right direction for sure. My question would be, is there any sort of measures of performance standards, or so he comes in, does he have goals to achieve, or does it just come in and that you could
The
clearly?
latter, goals to achieve, absolutely.
Okay.
I think one of the things that, prior to Chris's leaving, my conversation was about doing something like that with, even with our current administrator, having more outline type of things we want to accomplish
Measurable.
in a month.
Mhm.
So that will be passed on, absolutely. Anything else? Anybody? Mr. Miller?
Michelle Moore. Can you reiterate a little bit about what you think value Mr. Welly is going to bring to this team?
Mr. Welly was a city clerk, accountant, and financial person, clerk for the city for a number of years.
Okay. And according to the history, there was some issues there with the finances when he was here, that they had to pull in the accounting firm, help them get it straightened out. There were many times that he didn't had any minutes for meetings. So there's a long history there of Mr. Welly in this city, and I don't think he's that big of an asset when Mr. Mel has really ran this city along with it.
Thank you. Any other input? Yes, sir.
Steve Cox, Charles Corner. Just asking the council, I understand we're in crisis mode and I totally support Mel. But as part of this is I guess 1B that we're working on is the finance director position in conjunction with getting the city administrator. I know that debate's been going back and forth, and as a citizen, I think that's important.
It is. I'm not sure how much I have to report on that, other than I did notice that we did have some more applications than what we had the prior week, right? So we're gonna probably get prepared to look at those. Anybody? Yes, sir.
John Harold, First Street, Past House in Bay County. When you say you get application, have we already put out a request for the administrator's job, advertising?
As of, I was gonna go over that, but as of today, yes.
We have. And then, as far as Adrian goes, he's helping with just the budget or the whole time that Mel will be there?
Only with going through the system and the budget. That's
The system?
Springbrook. Helping
Oh, okay.
navigate through Springbrook and show them the budget.
Okay, thank you.
Anyone else? We will close citizens, move to the table. I already said my piece. Yours.
Do you want to go first?
Sure. So, this sounds like a great plan. I appreciate all the work you've done to get this in place. And I'm in favor. I just want to bring one option up, just so it's clear that we're looking at more than just Mr. Mel. Florida League of Cities does offer to recommend people who would fill in short periods of times. They're qualified city managers, city administrators, and they would give us references or contact to those people. I think given the timing, I prefer this option, but that, I guess if this didn't work out for some reason, there is another option right there. So I guess I'm in agreement with this, that option's available.
With this plan, this is in effect as of Monday. No, agreed to Monday, so.
Did you say 5 days notice or 10 days notice?
5 days notice from us to terminate.
Okay.
10 days from the contractor. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I'm fine with Mel because he did fill in briefly for us prior. He does have a good history of the city. When it comes to Adrian, I'm thinking Why would we not possibly use the accounting firm that we also have been using? And, you know, I mean, we could use them on an hourly basis too. I think that would give us more professional coverage.
Their rate would be double. And accessibility would probably be not as good.
Okay, but they
That's
do,
just two things I think off the top of my
but
head.
then, you know, once again, they do have the accountability, the credibility
Sure.
license to protect, and that gives us a little bit more, security as to what, you know, we could possibly need. This whole arrangement will probably be short-term anyway, since we already have RFQ out. So, I honestly would feel better to have Mel plus use the accounting firm that we have.
And my own thought process on that would be that their concentration is on 2023 to get it done, and we're already getting some pushback on dates as far as when they can have it done, so if we put them in another direction, I kind of worry about that a little bit. That's personal opinion.
And then, but it is an accounting firm that has more than one account, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Anybody else? Sure.
I'm with what we got. I think Mel, and we done been this before, and they, to me, that's a good fit to get us carried on to get to whatever we got to get. I do like it.
Well, with that said, do we have,
Okay, so when you say Adrian has been helping out Chris, can you go into more detail as to what kind of way he's been helping?
yeah, I mean, I came in one day and they were having a conversation over on how to work on a certain part of the budget. I wasn't sure exactly what part that was, but they were working together on the budget. Sure, moving some of the assets one way or the other.
So can I add something? from
Sure,
my point?
go ahead.
So I have gone to Adrian recently to ask questions about the budget. And I understand the concerns about some of the past things, but he's very knowledgeable with Springbrook. He's very knowledgeable with this line item budget, and he understands it. He pointed out many things to me to look at as I was looking at it. It was very helpful. I am comfortable with Adrian.
Anything else at the table? Ready to close the table and ask for a motion to move forward?
Do we need to make a motion separately for Mel and separately for Adrian, I believe?
Probably do them together. That's what we're
I
looking
think
for.
we need to do it separately.
All right, so make a motion based on the contract you provided that we employ Mr. Mel Shemeski as the interim city administrator.
I'll second it.
Can we take a roll, please?
Okay. Mr. Linderman,
Yes.
Ms. Hamilton.
Yes.
Mr. Smith,
Yes.
Mayor Wolf.
Yes.
All right, and then I'll make a motion likewise that we employ Mr. Welly based on the $50 an hour as needed and approved by the council. Is that what
Based
you
on part-time.
Yes,
And
we-
at our discretion.
Correct.
I say.
Can we take a roll, please?
Okay. Mr. Linderman,
Yes.
Ms. Hamilton.
No,
Mr. Smith,
Yes.
Mayor Wolf.
Yes. With that said, I ask for adjournment.
Can I bring up one point?
Certainly.
So I did put on everybody's front of the table this document from the Florida League of Cities.
Okay.
It talks about the service they provide for search of a city manager, city administrator. So my understanding basically is we could use their service. Mr. Mark Ryan, how he helped with the charter committee, he or someone else would do the same. The cost to us would be their per diem, their travel, and that, and they would help with updating or writing the announcement if we needed, the search, screening the applicants for us, and helping with the interviews if needed. Thank you.
I guess with that said, I'm just getting, we did post, I said it earlier, we did post the job posting as of today. That went out to International City County Managers Association, Florida City County Managers Association also, International, Florida League of Cities, LinkedIn, governmentjobs.com, and our own website. So hopefully in the next 30 days, we'll get some applicants in there and go forward. Is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Okay.
Second.